Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Off the Hook with AJ. As you see here on the screen, I have the world champ, Adelaida La Cobra Ruiz. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited for this one.
Thank you for coming on. And I see the belt right behind you. Look at that, looking all shiny. You know, you're going to have to send me a replica.
Right? They actually have a replica at the gym where I train at, Casillas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let the fans out there know who you are, where you fight out of. Let them know.
Okay, so I'm a professional boxer, super flyweight champ, WBC champion. I box out of Casillas Boxing Gym in Linwood, California, born and raised in Linwood. 11-0 with 6 knockouts, 1 draw.
Woo.
Beat it.
And I was looking at your box rec. You're ranked number 1, right, in the U.S.?
I'm ranked number 1 in the USA, and I'm ranked number 9 in the world. Yes.
I did my homework.
Yes.
So let them know. I want to know how you started in boxing.
I started boxing. Well, I actually was always around boxing since the age of 6-7 years old, because my older brothers boxed. Okay. And my dad was a coach.
Okay.
But I never did train or box until the age of 12. The reason I started boxing was because my little sister, we were like this, and she started boxing. So I just followed, and I fell in love with the sport once I got in that ring.
And you just been killing it since, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah. So when you won your first, when you won that title that's behind you, which was last year, right?
Last year, 2021, yeah.
How was that feeling?
Man, it was amazing, but I was in denial for the first 3 days. Everybody kept messaging me. I started receiving so many messages, so many interview, like they wanted to interview me. It was just, I was being tagged here, tagged there, and it was just an amazing feeling. I was just kind of in denial, like, damn, that's it.
So once it settled in, you're like, damn, I'm a champ.
Yeah.
How was that feeling like? Like, did you sit back and think like, you know what? You gave yourself a pat on the back and be like, damn, I did this.
I did, but it took me a while. I was in denial about it. It just felt kind of unreal, but it took a couple of people to tell me, Adelaida, Cobra, you're a champ. Like, you're a champ. And I'm like,
huge accomplishment.
Yeah, it was a huge accomplishment. And everybody keeps telling me, even till the day, like, we're so proud of you. We're proud of you because we've seen you since you were a little girl. We're proud of your dad. You guys are growing in this together, and you guys made it. You guys are there. So it's an amazing feeling.
I mean, I can only imagine. And so the preparation to become a champ, like, what was the preparation like? Like, obviously, you had to go through sweat, tears, like stuff like that. What was that preparation like? Because obviously when you first started boxing, the goal is to be a champ, right?
Yes.
Be a champ. So obviously, what was that feeling like once you were like, you know what, damn, everything, I won? Did you get a chance to really just unwind and be like, all right, what's next?
After this fight or before the fight?
No, I'm sorry. Before this fight. You know what I mean? Like, what was the preparation like?
Well, before this fight, I had already had the chance to fight for the WBC,
I do apologize. I messed up on the question, but yeah, before you won that title.
Before I won this title, we actually went out to Mexico to fight in Nayarit for WBC super flyweight interim belt, and it came out as a draw because there was an accidental headbutt. So ever since that fight, I was already mentally, physically, and everything ready, and I was just prepared. I was just ready for that one call, because when I got that draw out in Mexico, it was like somebody gave me, it's like giving a kid a candy and taking it away from them.
Right, right.
So when I got this call for this fight, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. Like, yeah, of course, I'll take it. But I technically was fighting and training for what, 9 months?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm lying. About 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 months. And like I tell
It's a
everybody,
long time to train.
yeah, and it wasn't just physically. I had to get myself mentally prepared as well. You know, it's a lot of you have to be mentally prepared for something like this.
So what's next for you?
We're waiting. We're trying to get the WBC interim, the rematch for that draw.
Okay.
That happened in Mexico. We're waiting. WBC already made me mandatory for both.
Okay.
For Sonia Osorio and Lourdes. I forgot her last name right now.
You know what?
She's number one in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number one contender. I'm mandatory for both of them. I'm looking for the IBF, which is in Argentina. Micaela has that one. So we're just waiting for the calls, and we're on.
So what's your goal? And what, because a lot of people are talking about, with women boxing, that they're underpaid, and that a lot of people like overlook women boxers. I'll be honest with you. On record, I've always said I have not seen a women fights that are boring. They're all good. They're all good fights.
They're all toe.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like because, in a sense, you guys have a chip on your shoulder and you guys have to prove yourself. Boxing is a male-dominated sport. Mm-hmm. But women, man, the women fights are badass. Like they are.
They really are. My dad, that's how he started. He actually started watching boxing or whatever. He always enjoyed the sport, but it was always male boxing, men boxing. It was men. Yeah. Once I started boxing, little by little, he did kind of the 360 on it, and now all he watches is female boxing. Like he'll repeatedly see women boxing, not only girls on my weight class, but he enjoys women boxing. They're toe to toe. Always.
I love it. I love watching women boxing. I really do. So what's your mindset on that though, in regards to like, women that are underpaid and overlooked at, what's your take on that, honestly?
You know what? It's pretty messed up. I mean, we train as much as men do. Mm-hmm. I think we put more dedication to it because, like you said, we need to prove ourselves a little bit more. So I think that has pressure on us. Right. Versus the men, the men boxing, they kind of already, I feel like being a men in boxing is kind of already, they're up here, it's like they don't need to prove themselves as much as we do. I don't know. I just feel that there's so much machismo out there in the world that I see it so hard because it has to make sense as well. You get me? So if there's not that much support on women boxing, promoters are not going to pay us what we're asking for. Right. Because it has to match up. It has to make sense. So it's not promoters. I see the promoters doing their part. They're putting more female boxers out there in their cards, their undercards, main events. But if the support's not out there, it's not going to happen. So
let me ask you a question. What promotion company out there? Now we're talking about Premier, PBC, mm-hmm. Top Rank, Golden Boy. What promotional company do you see that is putting female boxing out there more?
Matchroom, which is Eddie Hearn.
Yeah. Top Rank too. Top Rank, they've been doing their thing.
Well, Top Rank usually is only Michaela because they only have one female boxer, and they just added what's her name? That girl that just debuted. But Top Rank usually doesn't have girls in there. The one that does is De La Hoya Promotions. Golden
You're right.
Boy.
You're right. Yeah, De La Hoya. Yep. You're right. You're right.
Golden Boy and Matchroom. They're
Yeah.
putting more female boxers out there.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So, who are the like boxers that you grew up watching?
Well, it was Mayweather, Pacquiao, Fernando Vargas, De La Hoya. So it was them. Mhm.
Okay.
I wasn't. I'm. What I tell everybody, I don't really like to watch boxing.
Mm.
I kind of just like doing it, if that makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because people ask me, oh, well, who was your favorite boxer? Who you look up to? I'm like, I really never sat there and watched boxing. It was never my, I can't even go back and look at my own boxing fights. I don't like to watch it. I like to do it.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people that do like, music, they don't really like listening to their own music. You know, when they record, a lot of like actors don't even like watching their own movies. Denzel Washington, he says that he never really watched a movie that he did.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Who are the fighters that you're looking at now? Who are you most excited to see?
Oh, right now, Canelo. I think Canelo's a lot of people talk crap about him or whatever, but I think he's very smart. He's a very smart boxer, and whatever he's doing is working for him. And all my respects to him. Who else?
Who do you got on that fight? Canelo and Bivol.
Huh?
Who do you got on that fight coming up? Canelo or Bivol?
Oh, well, Canelo.
Yeah.
I'm always be Team Canelo.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bivol, upsets.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised. Because look, when it comes to Bivol, his jab, he has a really good jab. He's not a power puncher. But I mean, if he controls the jab and keeps the distance, I think he's going to give Canelo a problem.
Hard time.
Yeah.
As long as
I think ultimately, I think Canelo's going to end up winning. Right.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Bivol something happens. In boxing, anything can happen.
Exactly.
Anything can happen. So where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years?
Man, being a world champ, holding up the WBC, the IBF, the WBO. My goal is to not just stay in one weight class. I'm trying to get the 115, the 118, the 122, and maybe get up to 126.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. Who do you want to fight?
Man, I want to fight all the world,
Everybody, right?
Title. Like, I don't want to hold, like I told the promoter I'm fighting under Marv Nations. Like, I don't want any more tune-up fights or any warm-up fights. I just want title fights. So if that could happen, I'll be happy to do it. Like, I'm not ducking anybody. If you're holding a title, I want to fight you. Please give me the opportunity. If you're the champ, please give me the opportunity to fight for it.
If there's one fighter out there that you would love to be in the ring with, who would it be? Just say it.
You want to know who?
Just say it.
I'm crazy.
Who?
Serrano.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
She has a fight coming up too.
With Taylor.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's actually really going to be a good one.
Beast, both of them. But Serrano is a beast, and I have a lot of respect for her. And I know she's a hard power puncher. But I would love to see myself boxing.
You guys heard it here on Off the Hook with AJ. She wants to fight Serrano. That'll be a good one. That'll be really a good fight.
Like right now, I'm 115, but I'm working myself up, and you'll see.
Oh, no, I can see that happening. That happening. Shouts out to TK Boxing for all your boxing gear. They're the proud sponsors to Off the Hook with AJ. As you see on this side, TK Boxing. Give them a follow at TK Boxing Gear. Now, okay, so damn Serrano. Now you got me on that one. That'll be a good fight. So, all the fights are coming up. We talked about Canelo and Bivol. What other fights are you looking forward to watch? We got Oscar Valdez.
Oh yeah, that one too.
That one's gonna be a good one. We got Tyson Fury with Dylan White. This weekend, this Saturday, we got Errol Spence Jr. and Ugas. That's gonna be a good one.
I'm not really looking forward to that one. I'm not.
I think that's an underrated fight. Like, I think that's gonna be a good one.
You think so?
Yeah, Ugas. A lot of people overlook Ugas, and he did his thing against Pacquiao. He really did, you know.
No, he did. He did.
Short notice, 11 days, you know, notice of the fight, and he did his thing. But there's gonna be a lot of good fights coming up.
Yeah.
And Tank versus Rolly. Who do you got on that one?
Tank.
It's a toss-up. I don't know. I think it's 50-50, to be honest with you.
You think so? No.
I think so. It could be 50-50. We'll see. We'll see with that. So where were you born at?
I was born in East Los Angeles, California.
East LA. Nice, nice. East Los. There you go.
Mhm. I was just born. They took me straight to Linwood. That's it.
Oh. So what else do you like to do besides boxing? Like, what do you like to do on your off time?
Work, hustle.
You know, get that bag.
Yeah. I really don't have any time off. I like to spend time with my kids.
Okay.
Family time. That's it. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So look, we like to play this little game on Off the Hook with AJ. It's called Let's Get Personal.
Okay.
Are you ready to get personal?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so first question. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite color?
Purple.
Favorite athlete? Any sport?
Ooh. Canelo.
First car?
Honda Civic 99.
Dream car?
A black Mercedes.
Ooh, okay, look at you. What's your favorite place that you would like to travel that you haven't been to?
Egypt.
That's a good one. Go, you know, see all the pyramids and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the favorite place that you've been to?
I never really traveled, but I would have to say Costa Rica. I just went there.
You were just over there recently, right? With
Yeah.
Marv Nation. Shouts out to Marv Nation too. All-time favorite movie?
Ooh, that would be the Saw movies, all of them.
They are good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They are good. Okay, so what's your favorite music genre?
That would be corridos. I'm a bike.
Got you. What's your favorite song?
Ooh, I don't know them all by memory right now. I have a lot of them. I don't say.
There are a lot of good songs out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, I did already ask you that question. What do you like to do on your day off? Which you already answered that one.
Yeah.
Any shout outs that you want to give?
Well, shout out to my sponsors that have been there for me to support me since day one, which is South Central Boxing, Keg Sluggers, Everlast, Ernie, Marv Nations for always supporting me and, you know, promising my dream coming true. And they've done it and they're still working. HTC Sports, who else? And my dad, my mom.
Of course. Where can they follow you at?
Instagram at La Cobra _Ruiz, or Facebook. I do have a fan page under Adelaida Ruiz. And then my YouTube is under La Cobra Ruiz. I don't have anything, but I'm this close to starting to upload more about myself on YouTube. So yeah.
Okay. And you guys can follow me at Off the Hook with AJ. Show everybody that belt. That's a shiny belt.
This is a shiny belt. My son just cleaned it too.
Oh, look at that. The WBC belt.
Where am I at?
Where you at? Where you at? Oh, there you go. Hey, honestly,
this smells really good too, FYI.
Hey, straight up. I wish you nothing but success. And I know you're gonna do big things coming up. I really do appreciate you coming on the show. We got more coming up on the show, so you guys stay tuned. But I really do thank you for coming up, coming on the show. And Delilah La Cobra Ruiz, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
And we're gonna have you on later on too. You know, we'll have you on in the future so we could talk about with your upcoming fights, and we'll get more in depth in what you got going on. All right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Bye.
All right, there you guys have it.